Tried twice but failed to pass a bill to reopen the government and fund it for 7 weeks. About 750,000 federal workers are expected to be furloughed. Republicans want to extend funding at current levels, but Democrats are holding out for concessions on health care.
And this shutdown is now the 11th since 1980. And as the political climate in Washington has certainly soured, the fights that lead to these shutdowns are becoming more frequent. But who stands to gain politically from this latest episode?
WBZ political analyst John Keller says the answer may turn out to be nobody.
Radical left Democrats want to shut it down. I mean, it's up to them.
Welcome to another edition of the D.C. Blame Game.
Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the White House. So if they can't keep government open, then they're going to get rightfully blamed for a shutdown.
The Chuck Schumer AOC wing of the Democratic Party shut down the government because they said to us, we will open the government, but only if you give billions of dollars of funding for health care for illegal aliens.
Vance is repeating a false claim about Democratic demands to reverse cuts in Medicaid and Obamacare. Neither program covers undocumented immigrants. But Moulton's claim that Republicans will inherit the blame is yet to be proven. A new NPR Marist poll shows 38% of respondents blame the GOP for the shutdown, 27% blame the Democrats, and for now, 31% blame both parties, suggesting the partisan onus could shift. And among those all-important swing-voting independents, a plurality blame both parties, with 36% pointing to the Republicans and 19% to the Democrats.
The instigating party thinks, I'm going to look good doing this, and I'm going to gain leverage.
Political journalist and historian Bill Scher has studied the 45-year history of government shutdowns and sees a pattern.
The popularity of the issue you tried to bring into the picture, it becomes irrelevant. Your polls go down. You clearly see that you're losing leverage. And so what's the point of all this? And so you cave.
That's what happened to Trump during the 35-day shutdown of 2018-19 over border wall funding.
This could easily go beyond that because who has the incentive to resolve it? Nobody.
So, we're always looking ahead, and we are more than a year out from the midterm elections. So the question is, could this possibly have an impact on the outcome?
Well, Courtney, of course, it depends on how long it lasts, how much damage it's caused, but most likely, this will be just a piece of the puzzle that voters put together when they're considering their vote. Bill Scher says the polling number to watch is the generic ballot test. That's the one that asks which party you'd support rather than a candidate. Democrats hold a very narrow lead in that in the latest polls. If that number starts to move significantly, I think it could have a major impact on how long this standoff lasts, because if there's one thing they all have in common in D.C., they're terrified about losing power.
This means we'll be having to check in with you again sooner or later.
That's what I'm here for.
WBZ's John Keller. Thank you. David?
Courtney, John.